Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Preimesberger. I'm the editor of eWEEK. Thanks for joining us today on eWEEK eSpeaks. Our guest this morning is Stephen Wood. Stephen is very high up at Dell Boomi, which is one of the most efficient and fastest growing data integrators and a lot of other things in the world today. Stephen, thanks for joining us today on eSpeaks.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah, no, good to see you again. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I love that you're saying that I'm very high up in the organization. Yeah, I guess as the chief product officer, I'm
Chief
the head
Product
of.
Officer, I would
Yeah.
say that's pretty high up.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thanks for letting me know that. So you have to have your stamp of approval basically on every product that goes out, true?
pretty much. Yeah, yeah. I have engineering, product marketing, so we kind of position it, message it, deliver it, build it, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell the eWeek listeners here exactly what Dell Boomi does. I think a lot of them probably know, but maybe just give us a refresher.
Sure. Well, so the best way to think about Boomi is it was the first, and I think I can claim that pretty boldly, integration platform as a service provider, so iPaaS. And what that really means is that we're a cloud-based middleware integration platform that makes it easier for customers to manage their data. That's the easiest way to say it,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. It's one of those really important components in an enterprise IT system that just makes everything go. It connects so many dots and makes it easier for IT managers and staff to move data and
Yeah.
to make it really valuable for the business itself.
Yeah.
Right? Is that fair enough?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, I mean, we sort of often say that we kind of connect everything from your devices and your applications to your people and your processes. We provide that connectivity layer to move the data around across your organization.
Yeah, and that's much easier said than done.
Yes.
Under the hood, it's very complicated, but Dell Boomi has really established itself as a leader in this area, a market leader, and for that, I'm sure, Steve, you're really a large part of that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
What are some trends you're seeing in your part of the business right now that customers are asking for, products or features they're asking for, or certain kinds of use cases that are coming your way a little more often?
Yeah, I can talk about that. I mean, fundamentally, I think everybody, is going through a transformation at the moment. Everybody's moving to remote working, and digital transformation has probably taken on a whole new definition to most organizations. So we're definitely seeing that happening a lot with our customers. And certainly when we look at this new environment, our customers are really moving to cloud and being an iPaaS and being, having a long history of being a cloud-based platform has been a very positive thing for our customers. So that's been really exciting to see. In terms of in trends, I think it's mainly we're just seeing the importance of data, just the strategic importance of data. I mean, it's sort of people hear about it all the time. We're just analyzing the data, what's going on with our data. Businesses are trying to understand how their businesses are operating, what's working, what isn't working. They're getting much more thoughtful, and data is, of course, the strategic asset that drives those decisions. So we're seeing that trend a lot.
Yeah. Boomi doesn't necessarily handle the analytics to get the value out of the data, but you prepare the data to be analyzed. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I mean, the way to think about it is this sort of a data journey that we see our customers on, which is to say that most of our customers, it was interesting, Chris, it was interesting that before, because we're an integration vendor, we connect data and we can move it between systems and do work on it, aggregate it, all that kind of good stuff, clean it. But what we noticed is that as customers are growing, and certainly in this highly distributed environment that we're in, actually a lot of the data, they don't even know where it is. So that's problem one, is do we even have that data? And so we've added more capabilities. We added data discovery capabilities, which means that they can find what's known as dark data. So 60 to 70% of enterprise data is dark. And if you're making decisions on your business, you'd kind of like to know you've got all the data, that can you trust that data is a good data? So we have more of a data science capability that we had before. So I think since we've shown you the platform, it added more, so you can actually look at the data, not so much the analytics side, but just kind of look at data sets, understand them, look at PII information, that kind of good stuff. And then do some preparation work where we sort of often think about, it's taking high volume data to high value data. If you're working in like IoT device monitoring, you want to kind of take those very, very large data sets and kind of extract out the value through aggregation, pivot tables, that kind of cool stuff. And then we integrate it with your application ecosystem. And that's been something we've been doing for a very long time. So that actually was why we bought Unify, to help with that part of that journey. Was kind of like, our customers are saying, hey, it's cool that you can connect the data, but we don't even know where it is right now. Can you tell us where it is, what it looks like? Can we trust it? And that's been really powerful. We actually worked with a government organization on the opioid crisis, actually, to help uncover, in the data to try and see where are the causes, what's actually happening that happened. So we do stuff in healthcare as well as many other fields on that side. But then we have the integration side, and then we added API capabilities so you can enable the data to make it available to apps and consumers as well as other partner businesses through B2B. And then we added workflow and app development capabilities on top. So we have this whole journey from like discovery to preparation to integration to enablement, and then ultimately empowering the end user with the data.
Right.
So
now, Dell Boomi has its own cloud, correct?
It does. Yes.
So is a customer required to use the Dell Boomi cloud if they engage you in data integration, or can they use other clouds?
Well, so our development environment is in our cloud, and that's multi-tenant. But we have this thing called the Atom, and it's called, it's kind of like the flux capacitor moment of the business, where like we kind of did something really cool. We created this distributed runtime called the Atom that can run anywhere. So if you're a customer that has very sensitive data that you don't want going into anybody's cloud, including ours, you don't need to. You control it from our cloud, but we never see the data. We just see monitoring information to say, hey, your systems are running really well, and we can manage them for you. But we also push automatic upgrades, so you're never caught with an old version of the platform. You're getting all the best of cloud computing, time to value, ease of use, all that kind of good stuff. So our total cost of ownership is much lower. That was kind of one of the big benefits, is that your data is your data. We'll help you manage it, but we're not going to take it from you or stick it in the cloud if you don't want it there.
Okay, lots of options that you provide for sure for customers.
Yeah.
Is there a particular size of company that works most often with Dell Boomi, or are you pretty horizontal?
We're pretty horizontal. I mean, in some ways, actually, we've, from mom and to pop shops. I mean, like Candy.com, which is not a mom and pop shop, but they're a smaller organization that has candy. Actually, they're great at our conferences when we could actually have them, because they have these great candy stands.
Cool.
But we also have, large scale enterprise customers like GE, et cetera. And they do some fantastic work. So in some ways, actually, the cool bit again is that whether you're a small business to a huge enterprise, you get the benefits of the same platform. You get the same world-class technology deployed to you every day. So.
That's great. Steve Wood, thanks for joining us on eWEEK eSpeaks. Go to eWEEK.com to hear more conversations with IT thought leaders.